Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Nakare nakare brahmikyat nakuriya Vasaila tribhuvana prema bhakti diya. The sankirtan movement went on from one part of the town to another as the Lord wandered everywhere performing kirtan. In this way, he inundated the whole world by distributing love of Godhead. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Prabhupada. One may raise the question how all three worlds became inundated with love of Krishna, since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed kirtan only in the Navadvip area. The answer is that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. The entire cosmic manifestation results from the Lord's first setting it in motion. Similarly, since the Sankirtan movement was first set in motion 500 years ago by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire, that it spread all over the universe, the Krishna consciousness movement, in continuity of that same motion, is now spreading all over the world. And in this way, it will gradually spread all over the universe. With the spread of the Krishna consciousness movement, everyone will merge in an ocean of love. Krishna. Om Gyantimidandasya Gyananjanakshalakhaya Chakshurum Vididam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuga Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Great honor and fortune to be with all of you in this most holy day of Gaura. In this verse we have just read from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling how Lord Chaitanya, he spread love of Krishna through sankirtan throughout the entire world. And in purport, Srila Prabhupada is asking us this question. At this time, Lord Chaitanya was only performing kirtan in Navadvip. So why is it told that he's inundated, the vast monsoon rain, the entire world with love of Krishna through kirtan? Prabhupada is explaining. Just as Lord Krishna, who is different than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, none different, he began the creation of the universe. In the same way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began the seed of the whole Sankirtan movement in Navadvip. Prabhupada said, and now, in this Krishna consciousness movement, it is spreading throughout the entire world. And Srila Prabhupada is explaining his expectation of the future of this movement. How from this world it will continue spreading throughout the entire universe. Inundate everyone with love for Krishna. Srila Prabhupada's special faith, his special empowerment. One time, His Holiness Vishnu Jan Maharaj asked Srila Prabhupada that an acharya like Bhaktivedanta Thakur, or to speak of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they could have spread the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. At their time, why didn't they? Srila Prabhupada, with great humility and honesty, he said, they were saving that service for us. Srila Prabhupada would sing this beautiful song by Lochan Das Thakur. Parama Karuna Pahundui Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Tava Avatara Sarasya Romani Kevala Ananda Kanda. That these two lords, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu, are supremely merciful. They are the essence of all avatars or incarnations. And they have brought to the world a process by which one can achieve the highest revelations of the spiritual world through a process that is so easy and so joyful. Little Prabhupads have chanting, dancing, and feasting. Rupa Goswami told, Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Krishna. of all the unlimited incarnations of Krishna that have ever descended within this material creation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most magnanimous, the most merciful, even manifested a greater degree of mercy than Krishna, because he is given freely in this age of Kali the most intimate realizations of the residents of Vrindavan. Kalerdosa niderajan asti ekamanu yatana deva Krishna sya mukta sangha param. Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults. So much envy, so much arrogance, greed, lust, anger, illusion. And it's manifested in corruption, war, pollution, depression, hopelessness. Even irreligion is taken to be religion, and religion is taken to be irreligion. These are some of the symptoms of Kali. And human beings become so degraded. The concept of tapasya, or even morality, becomes so difficult. But there is one benediction. Simply chanting the names of Lord Hare, one can attain supreme perfection of liberation. And therefore the Srimad Bhagavatam explains the greatest saints and acharyas, they worship the Kali Yuga as the best possible time. Because the greatest opportunity is given. And how that opportunity is manifested. Through the incarnation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Lord Chaitanya wrote with his own hand that this Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for all humanity. Today we are celebrating Gaura Purnima. Srila Prabhupada, according to this beautiful purport he has given, Lord Chaitanya set what will happen next, I do not know. Lord Chaitanya set in motion the Sankirtan movement approximately 500 years ago in Nagpur. And now through this Krishna consciousness movement it is spreading throughout the world. Srila Prabhupada was living at the Radha Damodar temple, where he would take prasad and cook every day. Through his window was the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Rupa Goswami. Most people go to Vrindavan to retire, to be in the most holy, auspicious place when they die. Srila Prabhupada, when he was 69 years old, when most people vow never to leave Vrindavan because they could die at any moment, he departed. His whole purpose for going to Vrindavan was to prepare for his mission, to transport the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the whole world. From Vrindavan he went to Bombay, where he got a ticket on a cargo ship. From Bombay, he took a train to Calcutta. From Calcutta, he went to Mayapur town. There in Mayapur, Navadvip, where the whole sankirtan movement began, he spent the day at the Samadhi Mandir of his beloved Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and prayed for the blessing to be empowered to fulfill this impossible mission. Of course, Srila Prabhupada was a descendant from Goloka Vrindavan, the spiritual world. Within this world, one time, many decades before, a few sannyasis came to London to try to spread this movement outside of India. Then they got a little flat here somewhere, and they made a couple people favorable devotees. That was the extent. And they were young, empowered scholars. And they were funded totally by the Gaudiya Math. And you, Srila Prabhupada, 69 years old, he had absolutely nobody funding him. He didn't even have anybody's support. But he had the order of his Guru and total faith in the name of Krishna. So from Navadvip, he returned to Calcutta to board that ship. And you would expect all the leaders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement to be at the St. George dockyards to see him off and wish him well. But no devotees came. His son, Vrindavan Chandra, was just a teenage boy, and some people who worked for the steamship company, 5 in total. They saw him off. And you can see today, Bhaktivedanta Manor and all of you, the London Ishwar Temple, the Gokulananda Temple. Just a little sample of how the Krishna consciousness movement will spread throughout the world and ultimately the universe. And Srila Prabhupada, he faced so many odds and reversals. There's that beautiful story. After Navadvip, he was on his way to Calcutta. He stopped at Advaita Prabhu's home in Shantipur. Very important place, because it was Advaita Acharya who actually prayed and cried for Krishna to appear as Lord Chaitanya within this world, to deliver the fallen souls. Srila Prabhupada told the Pujari there when he was asked, he said, my Guru has given me an impossible mission. He was praying for blessings. When I first came from India to the West, the first Hare Krishna temple I ever went to in my life was in Amsterdam, which was established by our beloved, exalted Godbrother, His Grace Dhananjaya. And because in India there were no Iskcon temples when I was there. But every morning, the Srimad, the morning class was reading from the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. I guess that was all over our movement. I don't know. Before there was a Srimad Bhagavatam class in the morning, they would read the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Wherein Srila Prabhupada explains that the entire essence of the Srimad Bhagavatam was manifested in the life and teachings of Sri Chaitanya. And one time in Atlanta, Georgia, Srila Prabhupada was giving a morning class. And there were beautiful deities of Nityananda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya. Very large, 8 metal deities, the main deities of that temple. Srila Prabhupada sang Parama Karuna Prabhu Dumijana Nitai Gauraja. And after he sang this song, he was gazing upon Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. He became so emotional. He cried and he was speechless. I wasn't there, but so many people who were there told me about it. There was total silence in the temple, crowded with devotees from all over America and different parts of the world. And finally, when Srila Prabhupada came back to his external consciousness, he just expressed the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda and told him to chant. He couldn't speak more. And Srila Prabhupada, through great efforts, he established a center in Sri Mayapur Dham. Just a few minutes walk from Lord Chaitanya's Yoga Pita, where the birthplace. He was inviting devotees from all over the world to come to celebrate Gaura Purnima. And then, soon after that, he gave an order to build this incredible temple of the Vedic planetarium, so that hundreds of millions of people from all over the world will come to Sri Mayapur to understand and experience the mercy of Sri Chaitanya. Srila Prabhupada just put that in motion. In those days, in the early 70s, Iskcon didn't have any money. All there was in Mayapur was a straw hut. And it was very difficult to get any devotees to want to stay there because it was so austere. And Srila Prabhupada was talking about this magnificent temple that we will build. Because the whole world must understand the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden avatar. And now we see thousands of devotees from all over the world are living in Mayapur, and the temple is being built. And it's expected to be complete with the deities movement in 2016, the 50th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada establishing Iskcon in the Lower East Side of New York. let us speak something about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance on this holy day. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he begins Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by telling why Lord Chaitanya appeared. There were 3 internal reasons and 3 external reasons. The 3 internal reasons. Desiring to understand the glories of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relished through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hare, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appears from the ocean. This verse encapsulates the very essence of bhakti, the essence of life, in its origin. The nature of Sri Radharani's love. We often meditate upon and explain the principle of bhakti, that the most fundamental, essential need for every living being is to love and be loved. Srimati Radharani, who in the verse before is explained to be the Vladini Shakti, a feminine potency of the Supreme Absolute Truth, Sri Krishna. Kaviraj Goswami previously tells that Lord Chaitanya's bodily effulgence is the all-pervading Brahman, which is the ultimate goal for the Jnana Yogis. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's plenary expansion is the Paramatma seated in everyone's heart, which is the goal of the Yogis. And he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate reciprocator of all love. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikratirtha Dini Shakti Rashu. There's one absolute truth. And that one truth becomes two for the purpose of intimate, ecstatic, loving exchanges. That is Radha Krishna. Krishna is the Shaktiman, the possessor of all potencies. And Srimati Radharani is the Vladini Shakti, the very essence, the crescendo, and the source of all the Lord's energies. She is the source, the reservoir of all love. And Krishna is the supreme object of all love. And the love between Radha and Krishna is the sum total of all love in all existence. And Radha and Krishna expand themselves as infinite jivas, or spirit souls. And they also expand themselves personally in various ways. For only one purpose: to expand, ever increasingly expand, the dynamic pleasure of that love. Radha Krishna's love. The entire spiritual existence is a facility for Radha and Krishna to enjoy that love through their infinite manifestations. And the whole material world is ultimately only meant to facilitate that love too. Because in order for that love to be true, there must be free will. Now some people say, why did God have to give us all this free will when we can suffer so much by misusing it? If you can create the entire cosmic manifestation by exhaling one breath and destroy it by inhaling in one breath, then we have a right to question why Krishna does what he does. But we are seeing everything from such a minute, subjective, immediate little situation we're in. And Krishna is eternally seeing the complete whole, the big picture. The little lifetime we have, which we're so flustered about. Why is this happening to me? How is God so... why does he allow this to happen? He's supposed to be all merciful. Sometimes we don't say it. We may think it. But from the point of view of reality, this lifetime is like a single dot from a super sharp pencil on a line that extends eternally. So what is the significance of that little point? And a whole line of so many lifetimes and beyond. Well, when you're captured in this material body due to the false ego, that little dot becomes the all in all. But when we see reality as a whole picture, it's even the sufferings of this world are infinitesimal. They're all meant to ultimately help us to realize that our only happiness is in the loving service of Krishna. In this sense, the sufferings of this world are mercy, because they help to sober us up. When we see it from the whole picture, or when we see it just where we're at right now, and this is the all in all, it can be very confusing and bewildering. That's why we absolutely need the association with devotees to help us to see the whole picture when different things happen to us. So the entire material creation is ultimately only meant to help us to be a part of this intimate, ecstatic, loving affair between Radha and Krishna. But in this age of Kali, we have such a tendency to forget. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears in this age of Kali. Through the sankirtan movement to give us the opportunity to revive that love for Krishna. So it is explained in this verse that we cited that Krishna is so overwhelmed by Sri Radha's love. He knows everything. In the Gita he tells, Vedaham samakitani varitamanani chadana avashani chabhutani mamtu vedana krishna. Who else can say this? I know everything that has ever happened in the past. I know all things that are happening at the moment, and I know everything that will happen in the future. I know every living being thoroughly. But me, no one can know in full. Charitamrita goes so deep. It's the postgraduate study of the Srimad Bhagavatam which culminates in Radha's love for Krishna. Like someone wants to speak to you.
Vice President HH Krishna.
Yes. Krishna, who's all-knowing. There's one thing he cannot fully comprehend. The glory of Radha's love. What is it about himself? What is his wonderful qualities that she alone relishes through her love? In other words, Krishna is the all-attractive, supreme object of everyone's love. He understands everything. But what is it like to love him? He loves everyone infinitely. And he's all attractive. But what is it like to love himself? It is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita that once Krishna was looking at a jeweled pillar and he saw a reflection of himself. And he became so incredibly attracted to his own form. You may have a perverted reflection when you look in the mirror. But he looked and he saw his own beauty. And he was astounded. And he was thinking, only Srimati Radharani can really deeply appreciate what does she experience when she sees my beauty. When she relishes my qualities. Krishna was thinking that when a breeze touches my body and then reaches Srimati Radharani, she becomes so totally intoxicated by that fragrance that she totally loses her own identity consciously and jumps to merge into the breeze. When Srimati Radharani sees a tamaltree, which is similar to the complexion of Krishna's form, she forgets herself completely. And she runs, weeping and crying, embracing the tamaltree. When she sees a dark monsoon cloud, she wants to just jump into the cloud. Krishna would see this. What is that love? What is that love that she has for me? Something he couldn't comprehend. And he would see her incredible manifestations of how she was totally drowning in the sweetness of his love. He could give the love, but only Srimati Radharani could fully appreciate his love and taste it. as little jivatmas, we have the capacity, according to our nature, to taste the sweetness of Krishna's infinite love when we become purified of our false ego. But Srimati Radharani, she tastes the full, unlimited, absolute, complete love of Krishna. Whatever love anyone has in this world, even in the perfect state, is only a part and parcel of Radha's love. What is Radha's love, and how she experiences Krishna's love? Krishna thinks, I cannot comprehend. There's only one way that I can experience this. And that one way was to appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna, experiencing the love of Sri Radha. Krishna with Radha's bhava, Mahabhava, with her love, with her heart. And one Acharya told that Krishna told Srimati Radharani in Goloka Vrindavan what his plan was. I am going to descend into this world to taste the sweetness of your love. And Srimati Radharani said, when you chant your own name with my love, you will be in so much ecstasy you will roll on the ground. And I cannot tolerate thinking of you rolling in the ground. So I will cover your body with my golden complexion.